welcome to SC Global News. From the Holy Father's first general audience, continuing the Jubilee Catecheses series begun by Pope Francis to the Holy Mass, celebrated from Everest Base Camp at an altitude of 17,598 feet, we have many stories to cover. Pope Leo XIV held his first general audience on Wednesday, continuing the Jubilee Catecheses series begun by Pope Francis. He reflected on the parable of the sower, highlighting God's generous and trusting love for humanity. The Pope also used the occasion to call for humanitarian aid to enter Gaza and urged to end an ongoing hostilities.
Pope Leo XIV held his first general audience on Wednesday, May 21st, continuing where Pope Francis had left off with the Jubilee Catecheses. With the opening of the 2025 Jubilee Year of Hope on Christmas Eve of 2024, Pope Francis had begun a catechesis series titled Jesus Christ Our Hope, which explored various themes beginning with the childhood of Jesus. Now, as the successor of Pope Francis and the new leader of the Catholic Church, Pope Leo XIV has resumed his catechetical journey, focusing on the parable of the sower from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 13. Reflecting on the parable, Pope Leo highlighted the figure of the sower who scattered seed even where it was unlikely to bear fruit. He taught that this generous and seemingly wasteful act mirrors God's own love for humanity. He does not wait for us to become the best soil, the Pope said. He reflected on the heart of the Father who, by trusting men, hopes that the desire to be better soil will be rekindled within them. He further explained that the seed represents the Word, and more profoundly, Jesus Christ himself, who is willing to be wasted and even die in order to transform our lives. Pope Leo also invited the faithful to contemplate the sower at sunset, a painting by Vincent van Gogh. He drew attention to the ripe grain behind the sower, calling it an image of hope. He also noted the dominant sun in the painting, remarking, quote, "It is perhaps a reminder that it is God who moves history, even when he seems absent or distant," end quote. The Pope concluded his catechesis with a prayer for the grace to receive the seed of God's word with open hearts. He then greeted English-speaking pilgrims and visitors present at the audience. During the same event, Pope Leo made a humanitarian appeal calling for the entry of aid into Gaza and an immediate end to the ongoing hostilities.
A global Catholic initiative is inviting the faithful to offer 1 million holy hours before the Blessed Sacrament for Pope Leo XIV as he begins his pontificate. Launched by Adoratio Foundation and Comunità Regina della Pace, the campaign seeks to present this spiritual gift on August 15th, the Feast of the Assumption. The effort highlights the power of Eucharistic adoration as a means of support, unity and prayer for the new Holy Father.
The Adoratio Foundation, together with the Comunità Regina della Pace, has launched a global campaign to offer 1 million holy hours for Pope Leo XIV as he begins his pontificate. Through the campaign, the faithful can pledge dedicated hours of Eucharistic adoration for the Holy Father on their website starsofpeace.org. The goal is to offer these 1 million holy hours before the Blessed Sacrament by August 15th, the feast of the Assumption of Our Lady, and to present them to Pope Leo as a gift of love and spiritual solidarity on that day. Both the Adoratio Foundation and the Comunità Regina della Pace are devoted to fostering peace and reconciliation through Eucharistic adoration. Central to their mission is the establishment of 12 World Centers of Prayer for Peace, where perpetual adoration of the Blessed Sacrament, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is upheld. 7 of these 12 centers already offer round-the-clock adoration in locations including Bethlehem, Kazakhstan, Poland and South Korea. An 8th center is currently under construction in Dagupan, Philippines, and a 9th is planned for Bellevue, Kansas. The practice of perpetual adoration is rooted in the belief in the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. Its origins trace back to the 13th century, when the Blessed Sacrament was publicly exposed in Avignon, France, in thanksgiving for a victory over the Albigensians. In a speech in 2000, Pope St. John Paul II exalted the practice of Eucharistic adoration, stating that by contemplating the Eucharistic mystery, we learn to imitate the one who makes himself bread shared and blood poured out for the world's salvation. 1 million hours before the Eucharistic Lord will therefore be the most fitting present to the 267th Shepherd of the Catholic Church, who exhorted the faithful to walk towards God and love one another as one people and as brothers and sisters.
A YouTube video falsely depicting Pope Leo XIV delivering a message to the president of Burkina Faso has fueled the growing wave of AI-generated deepfakes targeting the new pontiff. According to the Vatican News, the 36-minute video featuring English narration and morphed visuals falsely claims that the Holy Father delivered an extensive speech praising the West African leader.
A fake AI-generated message to the president of Burkina Faso has been falsely attributed to Pope Leo XIV. The 36-minute-long speech, created using artificial intelligence, has been uploaded to YouTube. The video begins with the words,
"To His Excellency President Ibrahim Traff, President of the sovereign nation of Burkina Faso, son of the African soil, defender of his people. May grace and peace be multiplied to you through wisdom, courage, and truth."
The video was uploaded in YouTube by an account Pan-African Dreams. It was produced using footage from the Pope's audience with journalists on May 12th. The video was morphed, transforming Pope's lip movements modified to sync the AI-generated audio. Throughout the entire video, the image of Pope is repeatedly shown holding the same two sheets of paper. The fake video is titled Pope Leo XIV Responds to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a message of truth, justice and reconciliation. On May 13, the video was circulated by the same YouTube channel claiming that the president of Burkina Faso has sent a letter to the Holy Father. Viewers are led to believe that the new pope has delivered a full public address to the president of Burkina Faso in response to the supposed letter. According to verified news outlets, the president of Burkina Faso has never sent a letter to the Holy Father. In the light of these incidents, it is important to recall that official news about Pope's activities and video messages are available in multiple languages at vaticannews.va.
In a time when mental health and personal well-being dominate global conversations, a groundbreaking new study is pointing to a powerful factor behind human flourishing, that is religious faith. Let's come to this storyline.
A Harvard-led research team has found that people who actively participate in religious life are flourishing at notably higher rates than those who don't. And the evidence comes from over 200,000 people surveyed across 22 countries. It's one of the largest studies on human flourishing ever undertaken, the Global Flourishing Study, spearheaded by Harvard University's Human Flourishing Program in collaboration with Baylor University, Gallup, and the Center for Open Science. Surveying over 200,000 individuals across 22 countries, researchers uncovered a striking trend. People who attend religious services more than once a week consistently report greater life satisfaction and well-being. The average flourishing score for regular religious participants was 7.67 compared to 6.86 for those who never attend. This suggests that religious observance is a key contributor to a more fulfilling life. The study examined 6 core domains of flourishing: happiness and life satisfaction, mental and physical health, meaning and purpose, character and virtue, close social relationships, financial and material stability. In each area, those involved in faith-based communities reported better outcomes. These findings held true across continents from Israel to Indonesia, Nigeria to the US, showing that the benefits of religious engagement transcend culture, income, and geography. According to researchers, the sense of belonging, structured belief systems, and moral frameworks provided a religion may be helping millions of people navigate life with resilience and purpose. Experts say the findings could redefine how governments and societies approach public health and community building. As the world continues to seek solutions for emotional and social health, this new data delivers a simple yet profound insight. Faith may not only save souls, it may also shape stronger lives. International Desk, Shekinah News.
In a remarkable and faith-filled moment, Father Ninian Allen Duhan, a priest from the Roman Catholic Diocese of Dunkeld, celebrated Holy Mass at the highest point on earth, Mount Everest, at a height of 17,598 feet. The Mass was offered for the intention of peace in the world. Father Duhan is the first European priest to celebrate Holy Mass on the Everest.
Amid freezing winds at the top of snow-capped peaks, faith in the Lord knows no bounds. Even at the highest point on earth, the summit of Sagarmatha, Mount Everest, the mountains echoed the radiant presence of the Eucharistic heart of Jesus. Father Ninian Allen Duhan, a priest of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Dunkeld, offered Holy Mass for peace at Everest Base Camp at 12 noon on Wednesday, 14th May 2025. After 12 days of challenging trek, 8 days ascent
ascending and 4 days descending, Father Duhan successfully celebrated the Eucharist with the intention of peace in the world. On the 13th day, early in the morning, he flew down from Lukla back to Kathmandu. Father Duhan shared the achievement in a Facebook post, emphasizing that they didn't come here to break records, they came on a pilgrimage for peace. He went on to say that during their journey, holy medals were distributed, sacred relics were presented for veneration, questions from the curious were answered, the faithful received consolation, and countless joyful encounters brightened the demanding path. Father Morgan Bath of Archdiocese of Brisbane, Australia, was the first priest to celebrate Holy Mass at the Everest Base Camp and even higher up the mountain during Eastertide in 2003. It was until last year that 2 more instances of the Eucharistic heart of Jesus being offered at this height were recorded. First in May 2024 by 3 priests from the Archdiocese of Delhi, and in October 2024 by 2 other Indian priests, Father Paul Parakattil and Father Ebi Adasheri from the Archdiocese of Ernakulam Angamali.
That's all for today. Until we meet again, God bless and thank you.